What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Tambourine Panda with another review video for this time The Witcher official teaser from Netflix. So I was just actually playing this a little bit earlier today and doing a stream on it, and was kind of compelled to do so because of this trailer. I'm definitely kind of riding the hype train a little bit. I think they did a good job, or Henry Cavill at least does a good job of looking like Geralt. So we'll see as we go through this trailer here what is going on. So what I'll do is I'll go through scene by scene. Right away, you can see the back of Mr. Superman's head there, Henry Cavill as Geralt, and the Witcher walking through some village somewhere, looking very dark gray coloration. Definitely looking very menacing, very bleak, very depressing right off the bat. He looks like he's been through some stuff a little bit, maybe. And looks like a cutaway scene to a scene of two people fighting. Could be Geralt and somebody else. Looks like it could be. Maybe. Not quite sure. That one cuts away pretty quick. So we go to the next scene here of him. I don't know. It looks like he's walking out in front of a crowd or something. He looks pretty beat up in the face. He's obviously got his Witcher pendant on, but yeah, just looking really kind of disheveled here, but also very menacing, like he's about to basically go ham on all of these people or figure out a way to escape whatever situation he's in. It doesn't look like he's in a good situation. I'm not sure if he's being paraded in front of people or what. But yeah, just looking very grimacy. Very grimacy here again with the continuation on the dark coloration, the grays, the gray skies. You definitely get a sense right away that this is a dark, bleak world. And there we go, Netflix original series. And probably the one of the coolest, most well, one of the prettiest shots in the trailer anyway is this scene of what appears to be some village, some they reference this in regard to the elves. So it could be an elven village, maybe. Then you get what I assume to be elves. You don't obviously have the pointy ear thing going on, or at least doesn't look like it. But during the trailer, that these are, they're mentioning, magic and elves and stuff like that in conjunction with this scene. I can only assume that they mean that these are the elves. So we'll see in the series. I've heard that this series is following the books much more than it is the games. So for those of you who have read the books, I guess get ready for some fandom, some fan service possibly. And at the end of the video, drop your likes and comments in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think about them doing this and following the book time, the books as opposed to the video games, because it looks like there's a much different kind of people here. Then you see you see here that we've got somebody and what could be a young Siri, possibly. I'm guessing that's a young Siri. I don't know any other crazy looking young blonde female characters in The Witcher that are anybody but her, but you never know. You never know. Again, all this is all speculation again at this point. This is my little quick review video. And then what I can only assume to be Yennefer, maybe, and somebody, not sure who this person is, but she makes an appearance multiple times through the trailer. So yeah, we'll keep going here. Got Geralt looking out behind this rock. maybe sneaking up on somebody, eavesdropping on a conversation. Who knows? But actually, it finally looks sunny in this picture. Like, you can actually kind of see some light shining in through the bushes and stuff. So it's not all gray all the time. It does look like there's some sunshine in the world. Then I think Yennefer again, possibly. She's doing some crazy sorcery things in some sort of maybe her home, her residence, some sanctum somewhere, something. I'm not entirely sure, guys. I really am not. I'm not as huge of a Witcher fan as, like, say, like a Star Trek fan. Which, by the way, check out my video on YouTube if you want to check out a review of the Picard trailer. I did one of those as well. Some guy coming on in, looking fierce and menacing. Not sure who that guy is. These guys, maybe the Nilfgaardians, I'm not sure. Could be somebody else. But it looks like they're in like a court or like a throne room somewhere, possibly, or not sure, guys. A lot of speculation. Then this guy talking to that weird girl that we saw from earlier that possibly was talking to Yennefer. Again, she makes an appearance a few times during the trailer. I'm not really sure who she is or who she's supposed to play. We got that. And yeah, so you can see, so it's based on the best-selling and the international best-selling book series. So many things have come out, I believe, saying and that's confirmed. They're going more off the book series, like I said a little bit earlier in the video. It's not going off of the video game, which is really my reference point for these games and this series is the video games. So that's kind of what I know and love. I mean, obviously, you can see from the trailer clip that Cavill's not, he doesn't have the scruff going. He looks like maybe a younger Geralt. Obviously, if you've got a younger Ciri in the mix, if you got a younger Ciri in the mix, that very well means that he's younger as well too. Because I know in The Witcher 3, at least the video game, she's much older, and you're actually trying to, like, I think, find her and Yennefer throughout. I just started playing it again, so I got to re-up on the story there. But I mean, it makes sense that she's a younger Ciri means a younger Geralt. So, and then we got a nice, great shot. Maybe Nilfgaard there. I can't be sure. Again, I'm not quite as familiar with Witcher stuff as I am with, say, other things that I'll be reviewing. But I felt like I wanted to do a quick review of this because I'm pretty hyped for it. Like, I'm hyped to see Henry Cavill play Geralt and see how he plays it. He looks the part. I mean, we're coming up to a scene here in the trailer where you're just like, damn, dude, you are looking like you should be if you're playing Geralt. So yeah. So anyway, great shot here. Just nice widescape shot of a couple of different areas there. Great scenic shot there. And then we've got this clip here of what I believe to be Yennefer talking to some maybe random handmaiden or some other random person. Not really sure. And then I think we clip back to Ciri here. And, throughout this whole thing, they're talking about, like, magic and how, she's got to find Geralt and some, we'll see as we go through the trailer here. I'm not really sure what, like, is going on. Like, obviously Ciri is a main focal point in some banner burning there, it looks like. Perhaps after a defeat on the battlefield somewhere, I'm not sure again. But the series seems to be focusing a lot around Ciri again, which I know the third game revolved around her a lot. A bunch of people around something here. I'm not quite sure. They could be doing a ritual of some sort. I'm not entirely sure, guys. All speculation at this point. And then the girl from earlier on in the trailer, looking at a mirror and then getting really upset and punching the mirror, being all upset. And she seems like she could very well be this dark, the evil entity or something in this series. I haven't read up too much about what the details are in the series. And then we got a great shot of what looks to be some sort of monster attack on this carriage here. You can see all the different horses like flayed out over there and sprayed all over, kind of like, wow, holy craps, whatever did this did some work, or if it was multiple people. But you got these long line marks, maybe, kind of spreading out from the carriage, like, I don't know, like maybe claw marks or something. Not sure, but this is a pretty crazy scene. Obviously, this carriage is riding up on a scene where some crazy massive like battle happened, or these guys were attacked. It's really tough to make out what emblem they're wearing here, but obviously you can see something attack these guys. And what I think is happening, because you can see people on the carriages, they're pulling up to this scene of carnage at the moment to maybe investigate it. Maybe Geralt is with them doing some investigation, using his Witcher senses and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. And then pendant, and then Henry Cavill as Geralt. We get a nice front scene of him swinging what looks to be a Castlevania type flail or chain or something with his one sword. That's the one difference that a lot of people have pointed out, is he's wearing one sword in this as opposed to the two he normally wears, in the video games. And again, this is representation from the books, not from the video games. So again, this could also very well just be a younger version of Geralt before he ever got two swords. I'm not entirely sure. So it's very likely we could be seeing flashback scenes in this trailer clip as well too. It's not really indicated at what's going on. And then him riding through a forest somewhere, Geralt on what I can only assume to be maybe Roach as his horse. And then him brooding out the window here, this busted window, maybe a rundown ruin or castle or room or something from somewhere. But he is standing there looking very brooding. Very brooding. Another random person. There are a few people in this series, or this trailer, that I do not recognize. Probably because I haven't gotten it as into it as some have, and I haven't read the books either. I've only played the video games. Like I said, that's kind of my reference point for this. And they're going off of the books. So I'm doing my best to try and reference what I know from the games and cross-reference it from the books and the show. Here's the money shot, ladies. Your boy looking ripped, dude. Oh my goodness, man. Like, even as a man, I can comfortably say, like, I'm kind of thirsty for this right now. Like, oh my god, he is looking good, man. That Superman training really paid off. And you can see him with the gold eyes. Like, this is definitely one of the money shots from the trailer, if for nothing else, because he looks like Geralt from the Witcher series. Even without, like, the scruff and everything, you can see the marks and the scars and all that stuff. He's just jacked. Like, he looks like he's about ready to go tear a ghoul's head off or something. It just looks crazy. So there's that. And we have this dark cutaway. Him kind of looks like he's looking at a box of some sort, or memorabilia maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but they're saying, something is out there waiting for you. Throne room again. Another really cool picture of, I think, Ciri again. I think this is young Ciri. What I always found cool about her in the games was her, like, crazy green colored eyes. Now they're not like like bright green, but those are some wicked cool looking eyes. Like whatever contacts that she has on here are really really cool looking. So it's really cool that they kind of tried to transfer that over from the games to the and the books, I'm sure, to the actual trailer. And again, more people saying like you can't like stop Destiny, it's gonna come find you, blah blah blah. Henry Cavill as Geralt being like, "Yo, homie, I'm a Witcher. Don't school me, man. I don't want to hear this. I'm a Witcher. I know what I'm doing, man. I've fought monsters 50 times stronger than you." That's what he's saying right there. And then this scene, wondering what's going on here, because this looks like, again, young Ciri in the middle of a desert somewhere. Maybe a dream sequence or something, but then this. Oh my, what is this? Really quick scene from the actual trailer, but also one, again, another one of the prettier scenes, uh, cinematically that I saw in this trailer. Like, this tree just looks freaking gorgeous, man. This looks super good. Let me clip over to I won't say the crazy looking girl, but she seems kind of menacing. We'll call her menacing. She punched a mirror earlier in the trailer, so. And then what I believe to be Yennefer talking to her and telling her to imagine, the most powerful sorcerer or sorceress in the world. She's whispering sweet nothings of power into this woman's ears. And then you see some crazy cutaway scene or something of what happens possibly, and then with the crazy purple eyes, loving that, man. I love in the Witcher series, at least in the game anyway, how everybody's got like crazy unique colored eyes for like to indicate like how powerful, like sorceress, purple eyes. Ciri's got like the crazy green eyes, and Geralt and all the Witchers have like those golden eyes from their their mutations and stuff. So it's crazy. And then she cuts back to her like in non-dream sequence, and she opens her eyes, and now her eyes are purple. Like, what's going on here? Some craziness. There's what I think to be Yennefer talking to someone again, like, can you handle this? And then the menacing girl screaming, and it made to look like fire is coming out of her mouth. Dracarys! And then, yes, a nice charging battle sequence here. More battle sequences. And then the awesome armor that they said that they would fix that doesn't look like it ever has gotten fixed, but still looks kind of eh. a lot of criticism for that so far, but I could look past that for sure. Another picture of what I believe to be young Ciri here, looking kind of regal with some nice looking clothes on, or maybe these are traveling clothes. Kind of tough to tell from the picture there, but she looks like she's in some room or some building going into some dark corridor somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Another looking kind of concerned here. Maybe she sees something that startles her or surprises her. Or she's overhearing something that maybe it's, maybe she hears something that betrays her trust. I don't, she's definitely got a look on her face, an expression of concern or maybe of wondering what's being said or what's going on. And then this little scene of dude cutting down somebody here, some war happening, some fighting in a town or a village. And then we've got more war, and then what I think to be Ciri doing some craziness here and just blasting all of these dudes backwards. And I always knew Ciri was one of the stronger people in the actual game series, but like, holy cow, what is she doing right here? I don't know, but people are going flying everywhere. That's all I know. Maybe it wasn't her that did it. There's a couple of people in the there's a couple of people, and it looks like maybe there's a person next to her. But I mean, from the beginning shot here, it looks like she's the one that's maybe doing this. I mean, this right here. And then boom, all these people go flying. There's a scene of somebody running through the woods. Not quite sure who that is. Scene of this person. This might actually be Yennefer. I'm not sure who is who in these in these scenes. And then again, Geralt getting told by someone, "Hey man, like you can't run from destiny. It always kind of finds you." And him just kind of listening, as Geralt probably would, just like half listening, half not. Like, yeah, get out of my face, dude. Yeah, this very well actually could be Yennefer. I'm not 100% confirmed on who's playing her or if she's even in the series. One would assume that she is. And then this looks like a disgruntled or disheveled, maybe younger Ciri, or the back of her head, and she's talking to someone who looks like she's maybe dying, who says that she has to seek out Geralt. So again, I think the whole series obviously revolves around the two of them, as you know, as well as okay, yeah, confirmation. Then we get a front side picture. I think these may be in sequence or in the same in the same scene at the very least, where she's got, you can see the tears. Obviously, this is someone she cares about. So yeah, and then we get a sweet picture of Mr. Henry Cavill as Geralt. What looks to be maybe the scene that happens before he gets paraded out in front of everybody. Let me see if I can go back to that here. Hold on. Maybe before this scene. Like maybe he beats some beats some dudes down and then they like take him prisoner and he he's looking pretty beat up in this picture but looking mighty good to go in this picture, flipping his sword around and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe this happens before the scene in the earlier portion of the trailer. Then, they say the worst monsters, come from within. Another great picture of a monster, what I think is a monster, ghoul maybe right there. And then another picture of Ciri, probably talking to that same woman who was dying in the previous scene. Then I think a picture of her like running through the woods there. It looks like that's her, and that's maybe running away from something. And Geralt, some masked female character. And again, him looking like a beast. Just looking awesome with those eyes, man. They did a really, really good job of making him look like Geralt, so I'm impressed to see how that turns out. And then they say the worst monsters are the ones we create. Yeah, see right there. And they do tend to be the worst monsters, the ones we create. So I'm excited to see what those are above and beyond the supernatural aspect of this sort of show. Another clip of what I believe to be the elves and their little foresty village there. Another clip of maybe that town from the battle scene from earlier in the trailer. Something happened in here. I don't know. She's like screaming, and then you got a picture of him, what looks to be doing one of the signs. And then I don't think these are in sequence. But this looks like that one lady from earlier on in the trailer that was, talking to the menacing looking girl. The one that I think is maybe Yennefer, although I'm not sure on that. Firing off a lightning bolt into something, somewhere, out of a cave or something. I don't know. But yeah, there it is, folks. The Witcher. Coming to Netflix, guys. And then you get this little nice tease at the end. Now, not terribly impressed with the spider and the CGI. I feel like it could be a little better. Let me see if I can get you a better clip of it as it comes out of the water there. There you go. Yeah. Looks like the water beast from Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then you get this sweet picture of him looking boss. So yeah, that is it, my friends. So that's the review, The Witcher series. I believe due to come out on Netflix later on this year, if I'm not mistaken. So keep your eyes out for that. Again, if you guys like the video, go ahead and drop a like uh, and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. If you follow me on Facebook or don't follow me on Facebook, go check out my Facebook page. The link is in the description below. If you're watching this on Facebook and you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then go check that out. A link should also be in the description in the video. So this is again the Witcher trailer review, the show that is going to be dropping on Netflix. It is based off of the books, not the video games. So just keep that in mind, folks, as you watch this trailer and prepare yourself for the show. I'm trying to keep an open mind myself to whatever differences between the games and the books that there are. But again, I digress. So if you liked everything, drop a like and a comment. And as always, from Tambourine Panda Gaming, this is your boy Tambourine Panda, thanking you for joining me today and telling you guys to have a good rest of your afternoon. Take care, everybody.